Pin streamlines candidate outreach and recruitment for recruiters. Let's begin by exploring logging in. We're on the website. Enter your email. Next, click Continue. Then, enter the verification code. After that, input the next digit. Moving on, finish the code entry. Finally, you're on the dashboard. Coming up next, we'll dive into connecting an account. Connect your email account. Next, configure email settings. Then update the email signature. After that, save the changes and continue. Coming up next, we'll dive into creating an outreach. Start with Chris Calabresi's profile. Click the Outreach button. Next, choose a method for the sequence. Then, select New Email Thread. After that, write your custom email message. Finally, save the sequence. Success! The outreach sequence is updated. Right next, let's check out enabling an auto outreach. Enable auto outreach for job candidates. Next, set daily candidates. Then, confirm with Enable Auto Outreach. Finally, outreach is active for 10 candidates daily. Right next, let's check out creating a sequence with AI. Select Generate Automatically with AI. Next, pick outreach methods and a sequence goal. Then choose Video Call as your goal. After that, click Create Sequence. Finally, see your AI-generated email sequence ready for review. Next up, let's take a closer look at creating an email with AI. Click Reply to Previous Email to add a step. Then, click Pin Suggestion to generate content. After that, click Apply Suggestion to use AI-generated text. Finally, save the sequence. In the next section, we'll explore how searching contacts works. A list of candidates is shown. Next, search by name, email, or phone. Then, view Bob Smith's search result. Following this, we'll move on to moving a candidate. Click to move Chris Calabresi. Next, select a stage. Then, choose a job position. After that, candidate moved successfully. After this, let's walk through commenting to a candidate. View Chris Calabresi's profile. Next, add a comment. Then, submit the comment. After that, see the comment added. Up next, let's discover how marking a shortlisted works. Click Shortlist to mark Chris Calabresi. Next, see the updated shortlisted count. Right next, let's check out sending an email inbox. First, view the candidate profile and click the Write Message button. Next, choose Email from the drop-down. Then, enter the subject line in the input field. After that, click the Send Email button. Moving on, observe the sending progress. Finally, see the success notification. Right next, let's check out Schedule a Meeting. View the candidate profile and click Schedule Meeting. Next, choose a date and time. Then, confirm the meeting details. Moving forward, let's see how enabling an auto schedule is done. Select Candidate is interested. Next, enable Schedule Meeting. Then confirm and save your changes. Moving forward, let's see how scheduling automatic emails is done. On the Outreach Sequence page, click the Outreach Preferences button. Next, on the Outreach Preferences page, click the time input for Monday. Then, pick a new start time from the drop-down. After that, click the end time input for Monday. Finally, select an end time and save your changes. Right next, let's check out Scheduling Emails Pause. We're in the Outreach Sequence settings. Next, open the Pause Emails modal. Then, pick a date from the calendar. After that, add the date. Moving on, enable the Veterans Day toggle. Then, confirm it's active. Finally, see the updated Pause Emails section. The next feature we'll cover is removing a candidate. Shortlist a candidate easily, now marked as a top candidate. In the next section, we'll explore how creating a project works. Start by navigating to Projects and Settings. Next, hit the New Project button. Then, enter the project name. After that, click Create Project. Finally, see your project added successfully. Coming up next, we'll dive into adding a project. Pick a project. Next, click to create a new project. Then, enter the project name. After that, create the project. Finally, the project is selected and confirmed. After this, let's walk through adding a job title. Remove job titles to refine your search. Next, delete another title for more precision. Then, click Source Candidates to update results. Now, let's explore the next topic. Saving job titles as preset. Start on the candidate search page. Next, select Save Current as new preset. Then, name your preset. After that, click Save. Moving on, a notification confirms your preset is created. Following this, we'll move on to adding a criteria. Clear filters. Add new criteria. Select a filter to refine your search. Now let's explore the next topic, deleting criterias. Start by sourcing candidates. Confirm to clear search criteria. Now refine your search or evaluate candidates. After this, let's walk through switching job positions. Switch roles to find candidates. Next, explore the software engineer list. Then, view project manager candidates while the system analyzes resumes. Right next, let's check out archiving a job position. Archive a position in job settings. Choose a reason for archiving. Confirm archiving the position. Success notification appears on the project manager roles page. Review candidates for project manager role. Moving forward, let's see how updating status is done. On the team invite screen, change the permission. Next, pick some options from the dropdown. Then, update to allow as viewer. The next feature we'll cover is sorting status. Sort candidates by status to prioritize missing emails. Moving forward, let's see how renaming a candidate is done. Click the Edit Candidate button. Enter the new name in the name field. Click the Save Changes button. The candidate's profile updates with the new name. After this, let's walk through renaming a sourcing. Shortlist Francesco Bertocci. Next, see the updated candidate list. Then, navigate to Candidates. Finally, evaluate a visible candidate. Up next, let's discover how switching view to detailed view works. View candidates in compact view. Next, pick detailed view from options. Then, see detailed candidate info to evaluate further. The next feature we'll cover is switching view to table view. Select table view to organize your candidate list. Now, explore and manage candidates efficiently. After this, let's walk through filtering by date. Start by clicking the date range dropdown. Next, select a custom end date, then highlight Octa 15, Octa 22. Finally, apply the filter to view updated data. In the next section, we'll explore how company detail works. Explore candidate profiles. Next, view company details. Then, check headcount for June 24. After that, review skills and employee movements. Up next, let's discover how restoring a history works. Define candidate criteria. Next, see matching candidates. Then, hover to choose an action. Next up, let's take a closer look at saving outreach. Edit your outreach sequence. Then, adjust your preferences for email sending and tracking. The next feature we'll cover is giving feedback. See filtered candidates. Next, click Outreach to engage. Now, let's explore the next topic, notifications. Click the bell to check notifications. No new notifications here. Coming up next, we'll dive into blocking a contact. First, access the block list in Settings. Next, click to add emails. Then, enter your email. After that, add to the list. Finally, confirm the email is blocked. Confirm the Right next, let's check out inviting a team member. Enter your email. Next, click the Add button. Then invite 2 people or add another teammate. Next up, let's take a closer look at adding a company. In Settings, click Hiring for Companies. Next, open the New Company modal. Then, fill in the company name and website. Finally, create and see Google added successfully. After this, let's walk through importing CSV file. On the main dashboard, click plus Add Candidates. Next, select Import CSV file. Then, click to choose or drag a file. After that, click Add Candidates. Next, confirm 5 valid candidates were found. Then, choose Add to Shortlisted. Finally, see the 5 new candidates listed under Manually Added. The next feature we'll cover is updating profile. On the profile page, select your image. Next, save your changes. Then, fix the error by choosing a valid image. Finally, see your updated profile confirmed by a success message. Now, let's explore the next topic, updating notification settings. First, select Notification Preferences. Next, turn off your email used in outreach notifications. Finally, see the updated settings. Following this, we'll move on to updating company details. Click the Company Details link. Next, click the Select Image button. Then, click the Save Changes button. Finally, the company logo is successfully updated. Up next, let's discover how updating a team role works. Access your settings. Next, navigate to Members. Then, update the role for the user. Right next, let's check out Export to CSV file. On the Outreach page, click Export. Next, choose Export to CSV. Then confirm success and download the file. Next up, let's take a closer look at logging out. Click the profile to open the menu. Next, select Log Out. Finally, you're back at the login page. PIN streamlines recruitment, empowering teams to efficiently source and manage candidates.